A bit earlier that my friend and colleague Riz Lateef was there in the immediate aftermath of that explosion at Parsons Green Tube Station. She spent today following some of the other people who experienced what happened this morning.
Our city under attack once again.
Off the road and off the pavement, please.
A rush hour commute turns into terrifying chaos. This time, Parsons Green, a blast on a tube train.
I arrived at the station and I got caught up in people just streaming out onto the street. I can still picture their faces. Some of them were dazed, and others, it was just the look of sheer panic.
Mate, no one's allowed through here, yeah?
And I just saw a ball of fire coming towards me and everyone getting up to run out, out of the train. Luckily, we were on the platform.
And when you say you saw fire coming towards you?
The whole carriage was engulfed in flame and it was just making its way up to the end of the carriage.
So you're saying the fire was the size of the carriage?
It actually, completely engulfed the carriage.
We just suddenly saw this sort of fireball and everyone just ran for the doors and just started trampling down the platform.
Suddenly there was a wall of people coming out and running down the streets and screaming and people in tears.
The emergency services were here in minutes, with the immediate area evacuated and in lockdown.
The media presence has just grown and grown. The continuing sounds, understandably, of the police presence as well.
Residents and businesses here, the latest in London, at the centre of the terror threat we face.
You run the estate agent?
I do, yeah, on the corner. Yeah, very close to where it's happened. So it's a bit of a shock. We noticed obviously a lot of people coming out that were injured. Obviously not sort of being a specialist and a doctor or anything, but there were a lot of people that were wrapped up in cling film, arms, legs, heads, women, men, women, and unfortunately saw a couple of young children, 10 or 11.
Well, it's obviously a bit alarming, isn't it? Because you don't sort of expect these you just don't expect this to happen. It is a very community sort of place, lots of families around here, lots of young families such as myself, and it's just one of those things. I guess everyone's just in shock.
Are you still open today?
Yeah, we're open, yeah, we're open.
Okay.
We're just getting on with it,
Okay, well, we'll send people to you for cups of tea and if they're stuck.
Absolutely, we're there for sure.
It's lunchtime and all the national news bulletins and foreign broadcasters are updating viewers with the latest that we know so far. An attack on London resonates right across the world. These are becoming, sadly, more familiar.
I covered the Charlie Hebdo attack in Paris, and I got a sense that Europe was very vulnerable, and I definitely knew then that there's so much more coming. But so much more coming to the UK is a surprise.
Okay.
By the afternoon, school's out, and everyone here is supporting each other in any way they can.
We live very locally. We live 20 seconds from the tube station. And normally our sister would have been on that train. She's currently on a school trip, fortunately.
Well, you're being called. You're needed. We'll let you get on, but...
So, I have time to go to some more pieces. We've just been trying to give pieces to servicemen and women. That's really our aim.
It's becoming a horribly familiar scene. 4 attacks on the capital in 6 months. Our city's resilience is being tested yet again.